Mr. Caldwell here with our weekly wrap-up and a preview of next show. Pretty busy week this week. We had Cub Scouts in on Thursday and Friday, and so there was just a lot of stuff going on in there, some learning opportunities, talking about dinosaurs and some things with that. We were at the pool, and Girl Scouts were here, and Roots came in and did a STEM activity about inertia. So I sent a message home on that. Maybe or maybe not, your kids talk to you about that, and hopefully if they tried to demonstrate it, we didn't get an egg mess anywhere on the floor for that. That's why I tried to give you a heads up of what was going on for those things. This next week, we will be at the pool again on Monday and Friday, and we will start with the movies there on Wednesday. For that, I will send out a video detailing what all is going on and the expectations for things probably on Tuesday, so that you're aware of that. I don't want to get too far ahead of time, but we'll explain the things that are going on. But please make sure you watch for that. It's very important. We've got some very specific details that need to be handled, and how we'll be doing some things that you need to be aware of to help with your child through that process for things. So that's the big things that are going on. I do want to take a moment though just to talk about, just a reminder from the packet, when you had registered for that. So in the last 2 weeks, it's hard to believe we've got 2 weeks under our belt, right? But in these 2 weeks, we've had a few incidences that we've had to address with kids lashing out physically. We've also had some language issues as well, and so we've addressed those with the camper, we've addressed those with the parents or guardians, and those appropriate steps were taken depending on what level the reactions of things were, whether that was a warning, whether that was a strike, or what that is. But remember, in the discipline procedure, it does talk about those things in there in that packet and how to be handled, and there's 2 strikes, and then they're not going to be allowed to come back for the rest of the summer for that. So please just remind your kids, if they're frustrated, if they're upset about things, and we've got 40, 50 kids here playing at times, it can be a lot. It really can. But at the same time, if they're getting frustrated, if they're having a struggle with something, they need to come and talk to one of the counselors or one of the managers. There's 10 to 12 of us around, like at all times. There's lots of us that are available. We're always positioned around in different places around, whether it's in the building that we're in, whether it's around the pool, whether it's at the playground. We do spread ourselves out so that we are available to watch what's going on, but to be able to help those kids. Because yes, we're watching. We also know, I know as a parent of 4 that there are times that you're watching, all of a sudden the situation just changes fast, right? So we're there to help with those things, but please remind your kids, if they're having some struggles, please let us know about that so that we can pay extra attention. We can make sure that we're preventing things and taking things with that, so that we have more struggles and doesn't go beyond where it needs to go, which really doesn't need to go anywhere, right? So that's it. Like I said, we've had a great couple of weeks. Great things are coming up. Can't wait for it. Again, we appreciate the trust that you put in us. We take that very seriously, wanting to provide that educational and entertaining opportunity for your kids during the summer, and we are very grateful for this opportunity. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.